uh, the Toastmasters magazine. The second article that caught my attention in the November edition is this one. Let me share my screen again with you. This article talks about how to deliver bad news, especially in these pandemic times when there are so many organizations that are starting to deliver or already delivering bad news to people, be it laying off the employees or shutting down the business. How to deliver that bad news so that people don't feel pathetic when they receive the bad news. So if you go through this video, and there is an article in the magazine as well, and there is a e-learning, there's a YouTube video. If you click on watch this video in the e-copy, it will take you to the video that is on the YouTube. There is one key takeaway from this article uh, that struck me, which is address the elephant in the room without beating the bush. If you want to deliver a bad news, just deliver it and just deliver it and address the elephant in the room, rather than sugarcoating it and making it look difficult to understand. Just convey the message. This is a nice and must-read article that was written by Karen Friedman. I suggest all of you to take a look at this article. I'm sure you will have a lot of things to learn from that article and this YouTube video. With that, we'll move on to the second speaker for today. Second speaker is someone we call as a walking encyclopedia of Toastmasters. Every time you have a question about Toastmasters, ping his WhatsApp number and you're sure to get a response. I repeat, you're sure to get a response within few minutes. Before I call upon the speaker, I request his evaluator, DTM Vidya Bhupal, to read out the project objectives.
Thank you. To my speaker, number 2, today he is attempting effective coaching, level 2, project 3, introduction to Toastmasters meeting, so Toastmasters mentoring. The purpose of this project is to clearly define how Toastmasters envisions mentoring, and the given time limit is 5 to 7 minutes. Kindly over to Toastmaster DTM Satish.
Thank you, DTM Vidya, for that project objectives. Inside out, DTM Satish, inside out.
Am I audible, Ashok?
Yes, you are, Satish.
What do you think as the important trait of a mentor? Few answers, you can even pass it on in a chat box.
Pathetic.
Asking right questions.
Asking right questions. Okay.
Being empathetic.
Empathetic. Okay.
Not taking the telephone.
Not picking up the telephone. Okay. Okay. Maybe if you have some more answers, please pass it on in the chat window. Maybe I'll see them throughout the speech. Thank you so much, everyone, and warm good morning to all of you here, Miracles, as well as our two guests today. Today, I'm going to share my prodigy experience of being mentored by so many gems of District 82. This is my 10th year in Toastmasters, and I started getting mentored by two of my medley members, I would say, to start with. Sandhya Rajaraman and Chandramouli are my mentors during my CC journey. Slowly, when I progressed into the advanced communication as well as the leadership and the roles across the district, I had the privilege of being mentored by few gems, I would say, of District 82. Today, I'm going to limit with two people who made a phenomenal change in me in the last 2 to 3 years, I would say, predominantly the time of Meraki as well as little outside of that, so that it can be more relevant to me as well as to the audience here. These two mentors share a common trait, I would say, which is openness. They are always wholeheartedly share the feedback, irrespective of wherever I speak, to whomever I speak, and whatever I speak. Their feedbacks are always openness to the core. There is nothing we hide with each other. To start with, the first and foremost person I'm going to share is about the Sastaram Ravindran. Though I know him for last 7 years, I'm going to limit one experience which happened to me in the February 2020. There are a lot of incidences I got mentored in both the leadership and communication. For a very first time after 9 years of my Toastmaster journey, I started participating in the contest and I got placed in international speech contest in Meraki, February 2020. After the club contest is over, I kind of felt a need that my speech needs a little fine tuning. I want to take my club level speech to a little better so that I can perform well in the area level. That's when I sent my script to Sastaram. As usual, it took some time to get hold of him, but nevertheless, being there was there with Sasta, and suddenly he sent a schedule and we started discussing. It happened over a phone call and a video call as well as some emails. The two important things which I learned on that few hours of mentoring, I would say, segment was one, first and foremost, is he never tried to force fit his uh, experience or his languages or sentences to me. Everybody has a style of speaking, and for me, I have my own challenges in the delivery, own challenges in my language uses. He never tried to force fit the words or sentences in my speeches. He just let me sink on the thought and redraft myself. That's a number one, which helped me so much in having a flexibility to redraft it at the same time sync with what he's trying to convey. The second one is about the wisdom he had. After mentoring so many people in District 82 to the level of international speech contest level, his experience was very handy. I was someone just passing on from point A to point B with a simple, monotonous transition without knowing transition has a huge impact on a speech. That was one brilliant example, I would say, how I learned him and the emotions. I was just making a statement rather than experiencing it. So those two things were brilliant because of his wisdom he had in mentoring so many people. With these two simple examples, I could make my speech little better in spite of I rehearsed them and repeated them many a times. This session of mentoring I had with him the few days before a contest and the day before the contest has made a little difference. Though I couldn't place it to division, that experience stayed with me. I'm trying to replicate that when I do this kind of interaction with my proteges also. The second important person whom I'm going to share my experiences are past president and also all-time CJ Vijayalakshmi Soundararajan. People think the mentoring is not just for the speeches alone. People predominantly say it's a contest speech or your club level speeches, or if you go to the division level. But for me, anything everything I do as an excom officer or as a speech or as a role play, I obviously look up to her, go and discuss before and after the meeting as well. One sparkling trait I would say with her is something of unconditional support. As a mentor, you're always expected to be available irrespective of the highs and lows in your life, in your ability to spare time. You should be always available. The unconditional support she shown on me on whenever I wanted to try with her was phenomenal. Even my presiding officer scripts, at times I will have a rehearse with her, ask her is it right or wrong. Many a times we play the role of devil's advocate. Mostly I'll be the devil on that, but always this kind of conversation makes me to improvise my way of addressing the audience or addressing my presidential address. And also one more important element, I see the presence of a mentor. Whenever I deliver a speech or take up a role, I'll make sure she's present in the meeting. Even the last month, when I was being in the panel for the very first time, I made sure she's available and attending a meeting. So that gives an opportunity for a mentor and a protege to give a before and after feedback, which will improve one's level from a little level to a upper level, I would say. Overall, these two people who has made phenomenal impact on many proteges across District 82 and now in District 120 continuing. But these two critical lessons I learned from both of them has made me a better mentor. I would say I am trying to practice the same thing with my proteges. When they deliver a speech, I'll always be available and present and give a feedback immediately after the speech through WhatsApp or a chat window. And also when they want me, even if I'm busy, I'll just tell them that this day I can able to meet you. So this lessons which I learned from them helped me so much. Thank you so much, Sasaram, wherever he is. I'll text him, and Vijay Lakshmi for being with me, and also advance thanks for being with me forever. Over to you, TM Modi.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Satish. That was a marvelous speech. Coming straight from the heart, especially when you want to show gratitude, show it to the fullest extent, right? And that is what we could see from Satish's speech. So here is the mentee